I just played some Fortnite. Tried out the new update. Checked out what they were doing with the game. Got the Deadpool skin. Katanas. Thinking about buying his pack. If that's still in the item shop, I haven't checked it yet today. But today I'm just going to be sitting doing nothing. This is going to be an extremely long video, guys, because, remember when I was doing that coolant thing, I'm like, I only have to go get the coolant? Well, I figured out that there's wiring to do. And I screwed up a wire, and I couldn't take it out, because it's humanly impossible. So now, I have to restart. So we're going to continue. And we're going to pull up my guide. But I'm just surprised on how hard it is to rebuild a car. I've rebuilt it twice so far. But I built a lot with my dad. It's the first time we finished up suspension. And then I got in a car crash and died. I hadn't saved my game. So, kind of stuck. But yeah. It's gotten to be kind of annoying and extremely hard to build things now at this pace and how we're going to be doing. So I've had, in the past few days, I've had a kind of a routine. I build the engine a little bit, and then after I build the engine, I'd go and work on the suspension as much as I can that night, and just chill and do the suspension work and that kind of thing. And then after I finish with that suspension work and all that stuff, I head over to, I go to bed. I do my little journey while I go, I go to Flateri's, and all that different stuff. What size of, God, it's an 8. My hand's shaking really bad. Alright, let's see. This is why I sometimes like to have the video pull up. Okay, there. Just for some reason. Wait, are these 9s? I don't know. Next, we gotta put in the pistons, and I think those are size 7, I hope. Yeah, they're size 10, but I'm still used to controls of Fortnite, so I might be hitting the wrong buttons a little bit today. What am I going for right now? Let me think. I'm going for my pistons. They actually number the pistons now, I guess. They may have been like that for a while. I guess, haven't noticed it. I just haven't noticed it. Flip this around. No, these do not look like 10s because they're not. Yeah, these are definitely size 7. I'm trying to figure out why it was so hard to, wire the car. They said there was no way to mix up the wires, but there is. We wired everything to everything, and then I think I looked at the wrong wiring guide. It was from like 2018, and it didn't work. It was the wrong wiring. That was sucky. I have to admit, that was really, really annoying. But, the only problem was the negative and positive I had mixed around. Everything besides that was right. It was all good until I figured out I had the negative and positive mixed around. So we're going to put on the cylinder head, then the rocker shaft. Then I would wait for the rocker cover, but I don't know. So after I put on the rocker shaft, I think I'm going to put on the rocker cover, but when we come back to the interiors, we're going to go ahead and fit that GT rocker cover. I don't really know bolt sizes, so I'm struggling just a little bit here. I'll go as far as I can on the car. I know I'm starting to know how this vehicle works. Just put this on like that. These are clearly a different size. I hope to have this video to be where we're going to make it all the way to the point where we have finished with the car without painting it. Hopefully just at least to that point. Like getting to the point where we don't have our car painted, but by the way, I did figure out there is bills in the game and they suck. My power bill, since a bunch of my lights were on, it ended up being like 320k, so we gotta take this money and keep it good, and cherish it, because we are gonna always need it after a point in the game. After this, we're going to put in the crankshaft. Wait. Is it the crankshaft? I forgot the name. I get the crankshaft. I think it's this thing down here. It's the camshaft. There's crankshaft, camshaft. I do get those mixed up quite a bit. Yeah, I'm putting this in the wrong way. I'm gonna go ahead and get the block and turn it around. And that's the power bill is the reason why my lights are not on in the shop right now. Because I'm not a size 7. It must be even smaller. Probably a really tiny size 5. Yeah. I have a ballpark that I know the highest it gets is 14. I haven't seen a part that's over 14. That is clutch pressure plate. Camshaft here. Clutch disc. Alright, that's our clutch assembly right there. Camshaft here. Should just pop on right there. I bet that's a size like 11 or something. I'm not quite sure. That looks like a size 11, but it might be like a size 12 or 13. Or it could be a simple size 10. Yeah, apparently it was a 10. That's alright. So we're going to put on the timing chain. It's like a speed build, except it's easier. What? This is... What am I doing? That's the crankshaft pulley. I just set that back down there. I don't know what I was doing. I bet, okay, the flywheel goes on the other side of the engine, but I'm going to just stick this all over. Okay. Alright. 7? Size 7? I'm doing this way out of order, but everything eventually goes in. And next after this, we're going to put in the water pump. And after the water pump, we're going to put in the water pump pulley. And then the alternator. I hate how the flywheel just makes the engine pull down. So next we're going to put in the water pump, and I think that just sticks on this side. Or no. Clearly no, it must be on this side then. I know where most of the parts go, it's just I don't know. I select few parts, I don't know where they go. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I'm going to go ahead and put the water pump fully on. Wrong side again. How many of these parts are going on? That should be going on right there. Let's see if like the distributor goes on. No, the distributor goes on. I'm gonna take off. Yeah, what size is that? That was a size 7, so I'm gonna grab the screwdriver. Put it in the distributor. Did I put that in the wrong order? I may have, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and get my size 7 here. Take this out, because I'm not sure if I did that in the right order. Not gonna lie, I did have to take a break from this game because of the severe amount of stress and anxiety this car gave me. Denting it, damaging it, crashing, and also just the absolute crazy amount of time I put into this. Okay, now I want to put on the water pump. Mine! I bet it's just gonna pop on right now. Something's clearly wrong. Does the water pump go on the side? Did something change? What's happening? I don't get it. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a different part. Something that goes on the front. God, all this stuff needs to go on later. Well, that one on, that's gonna be a size 10, I think. Putting that in. This looks like a 9, but I'm not quite sure. What's 9? I'm gonna check 8. Sorry, I don't understand. Maybe it's my trusty 7. It's the 7. So all that we have to do is just work on the engine throughout this whole one day, and then later, like, work on something else. I don't really know. That's my new quote for drinks. Okay. Oh. This water pump pulley. I think the curse has been lifted. But there are some definitely things missing on this side. Anyway, oil pan, engine plate. Engine plate, this is gonna go on way too early, clearly. Yeah. Okay, now the water pump can go on. Yeah. Help me, please. It looks like it would go up here. Why is it so difficult? Okay. I think I hit my point to where I can't build anymore. I'm gonna look for more things that have crankshaft in it. How this timing cover goes on? No, it wouldn't be that yet. This would go on the other side as well. No, it would. Then where the heck would it go? Okay.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand with 6-month payment relief. We'll defer 3 payments and meet 3 payments. You have a lot to take.
This isn't sponsored by Ford.
In this video, I'm going to show you how you build the car in my summer car as fast and concise. That's 10 7mm bolts. You'll need to bolt down. After that, it's a rocker shaft. It takes 5 8mm bolts. Next is the camshaft, which slaps in the side here, or you just shove it in through the middle. That takes 2 5mm bolts on the side. Over here. I'm missing it, but it's right here. There it is. And then after that, you put the gear, the camshaft gear on that, which takes 1 10mm bolt. After that, you'll need the timing chain. Doesn't require anything. Then the timing chain cover.
Figure out where it goes on. Get off engine, please. So this was supposed to go on this side just earlier. This is why order is important to my summer car. There we go. Those are 7mm, I think. I don't really know. There we go. And they aren't 7mm, because I think they are 6mm. Yeah. That's why that didn't go on. I was wondering why the production had stopped. It was because we had put, or I had attached all these parts in the wrong order. I'm going to block. Should I? Okay, there we go. sides. Ten gradually. Is that? Apparently I did have the wrong size. Okay, now I think the water pump can go on. I'm not sure. I think now it's that time. We just put this on the wrong order. So there's 4 of these. Five, actually. What? I'm confused. Now I know we need to have the alternator belt going on around there. So the flywheel had nothing to do with it. The flywheel could have went on right then. There we go. And I've learned that you don't need to actually have the hoist, the engine hoist that you can see over in the corner over there. You don't need to have that as long as you build the engine far enough. It just sits, it kind of sits up on it. It kind of sits on the bottom of the engine. If you set it on the right side of the engine, so it would be sitting like, that in the car over there. It would be sitting like that. So, I mean, yeah, it would have some interesting stuff going on. Alright, as right now, I feel like putting on the headers because I just feel like it. Up on the side, and they take how many? What millimeter bolts? So these take 1 8mm bolt, 2 8mm bolts, 3 8mm bolts, 4 8mm bolts, 5 8mm bolts. Need to go on there. 5 8mm bolts. From what I can see, that's it, but I feel like there's gotta be more. Well, apparently there's only 5, so there's 5 8mm bolts that go into that. Next I feel like putting on the carburetor, then we're gonna put on the oil pan thing. That's 1. That's 2. I just need a little bit of help, so keep me moving. Trying to figure out and troubleshoot why no more of it would go on. So maybe if that wasn't in my brochure. 13? Yeah, 13. So. It's still pretty day outside. Over in Finland. Block. Okay, that's done. Oh, filter. I figured out there is a dipstick. And it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. Okay, I'm screwed in. Alright. How high in the sky is the sun still? Is it still kind of morning? No, it's not that early in the morning. I think it's evening. It's like 6 o'clock. But we are getting very close to finishing with the engine. Alright. I'll put this drive gear on. I'm gonna need this guy's help to put in the suspension. Because I know the engine well, it's just not the suspension. Where the heck does this drive gear thingy go? We'll do that later. I want to put in the transmission. Are you kidding? Just the gearbox just falls off of the car. It's not how physics work. The door is shaking weirdly. How physics work. Can't really blame it there. It's not the game's fault, it's the developer's fault. It's not that much of a problem. So they can leave it like that. I like the glitchy, fun, spinning, dumb physics that this game has. There are some glitches that I wish that wouldn't have happened. But there are some that I thought were absolutely hilarious. So that's the ones that got me killed. Everything but those. Okay. As of right now, I think that's it. Not completely, but I think we got say a size 10 for that. Okay, next we're going to put on the engine plate. It just pops on the side of the engine, which is right over here. Where the heck does the engine plate go? You saying I had to put the engine plate on before the transmission? Do I need the engine plate? I'm not sure. I don't know. So we're gonna take all this stuff off for now. Go back to size 7 and unscrew all these and see if it comes off. See if we can put on the engine plate when we take all these off. Please. I clearly missed one. There we go. Engine plate? No. But there's no way it fits on this side. That side's got the belt on it, so. Where does a clutch plate go on? I think I wasn't supposed to have the flywheel on yet before the engine plate. We're gonna have to put a lot of stuff back on. That could have definitely been better throughout this. Once we finish with the engine, we're gonna put it in the car. After we put all the struts and stuff on. And then do the suspension. Not struts and stuff, that doesn't go on until later actually. But finally the engine plate did go on. But I would have liked that whole experience to be a lot easier because we still need to put the gearbox back on. I think this will just go on. Now will the gearbox still go on? Yes, it's good. But we're going to put this thing on first. 8, imagine. 6. Feels odd to finally get stuff done instead of taking stuff out. Can't wait to get a better flywheel and maybe a better clutch because this thing is looking kind of rusted. I guess rust doesn't decrease horsepower. Rust doesn't. Shininess doesn't make horsepower. I just want a working vehicle at this point. For it to be a Satsuma, that would be just great. Because I've been wanting a Satsuma to be running for a long time. Not counting all the time that I've just had this game and wanted to finish it. Then it would be for all eternity. Oh my god. I'm just trying to get comfortable. I was sitting on my foot on accident. I don't know how that's possible, but I just did. Physics. Get physicked. Physicked. Hold on a second. I saw something. It wasn't anything. Alright, next I want to put the starter on the car, and then we're almost done, actually. This just sticks on the side. Maybe the other side? It's the other side. Yeah. Dang it. Anytime I try to do something, it always gets messed up. I think that's it for the starter. Next, we want to put on all the fuel pump, and then we're going to stick on the electrics, even though those are supposed to go in after the cars. I mean, after the engine's in the car and the suspension is completed, but I can always put the electrics on now and connect them to get them to the car. I did see a check mark, I swear. Saw it clearly for a second. Dang it, just get out of my way. I want to turn this thing around. Are you... Of all places you could pick that thing up, it's right there. Really, John? Come on. My God. We still haven't put the Finally. It was on the other side. Are you kidding me? See how come it was harder to put it on this? Oh my God, I'm not going to question it. Next we're going to put on the electrics and the drive gear. Next we're going to put on the electrics. Then we're going to go ahead and pull over the suspension inside the car. See? I can't screw that in yet because it's got nothing to screw into. Alright, let's see. Clock gauges. After we put in the drive gear and finish as much of the suspension as we can. Or at least go as far as we can. Like, as far as we can in one night. Then I'll be good. I imagine this would be a 6 or something. Yeah, actually, it's surprisingly a 6. That goes right there. Come on. There we go. Okay. We're gonna screw these in. There we go. Okay, lock. Alright, this is done complete. This is completed. The only thing we need to do now, we're going to go as far as we can on the suspension this evening. I was actually right now. We're gonna go ahead and grab this. Grab the battery like that, and it's charging. I'll reverse this. Alright, next we need to put in the subframe, and the subframe has something 3 or 4 10mm bolts. Then we can put the engine in. I know they're 10mm. Or maybe they're 11. They're 10. There's 4 of them. Remembering building this part of the car. Jump in the car. Okay. Are you kidding? Okay. I can't find the other 2 in the back. Alright, they're right there. And the engine's attached to 3 11mm? I'm unsure. I'm gonna try 11. Did I hit 10? Actually, since my belt's not on, we're gonna work on the suspension just tonight. Because since the alternator belt isn't on, that isn't any good, so kind of a waste. As of right now, I'm gonna go ahead and hop on my moped. Get the fuel tap. Get rid of the stand. And take a little drive over to Uncle's house. So I'm not going to talk because it's really loud. Yeah, you're probably wondering, like, hey, why are you not just walking there? Well, $300, really. That's not that great. The last one where I died in a car wreck and lost all the progress I made that one night. You kidding? You know what? I'm not gonna drink that anyway. This. That literally makes my life in this game a literal nightmare. Fuel touch the thing. Over here. Don't fall over, please. Thank you. Garbage barrel. For some reason, I feel like starting a fire. Eventually, we are going to have to turn on the lights inside here. So there's a glitch where anything that you put inside the barrel is going to want to burn it. So there is a good chance. It only happens a little bit every once in a while, but that beer doesn't burn. So it'll just keep burning till it goes away, and it never goes away. Eventually, it finds out it's like mess up and fixes itself. But for now, that's just going to keep burning and burning and burning. So it's cool. I have a little bit of light now, so I can work on the suspension. Alright, so first up, we want to put in the steering rack, I think. I'm not quite sure, but this is likely what we need to put in for now. Well, we're apparently, yeah, it only is there for a little bit, but I think it's a size 7. Oh. 7 that goes in there? But he says to roll this car in there. You don't really need to roll your car in. Alright, we're skipping to the video. I can't go any further without the video.
Put it on properly. Fan built, which requires us to go to the store. We're going to skip this for now. Move on to the engine plate. Doesn't require anything to attach it. All pretty obvious in location. Engine is built to start.
He wants to go to the store.
Alright, so the police stop. Make sure you're going under 100 miles an hour. And you need to stop next to this policeman. You need to get out and do a breathalyzer. Otherwise, they'll chase you down. It's really annoying. So after you do that, go ahead and get back in your car and finish getting to the store.
The van looks like it's really fast, but it's so sped up.
Just all 7mm bolt, apparently, according to this guy that I was reading. So next we're going to do the under chassis of the car to put the engine in. So lift the car up. You don't have to, probably. And then we're going to get the subframe, put it in there. You might not even need the subframe in there, but I do it anyway. And
it goes all the way. I'm going to go all the way to the point. You know what? I think I'm going to go to sleep now, actually. But first, I'm going to go ahead and take this floor jack and pull it over here and lift this up. Yes, I think that steering rack did pop out of the vehicle. But as of right now, all I really need to do is just lift this thing up. Indeed, the steering rack did not fall out of the vehicle. Interesting. They don't look like size 10s, but they could be. They're size 9s. Okay, next we just gotta go ahead and go to sleep, get my stats back up, go on a little journey, go get my car and the tractor. So all I need to bring is a beer case. After I eat, I'll wake up early in the morning, start on my journey, pick up the GT parts, head to the haunted house, and finish up with that. Because I don't know what time it is. It doesn't look too late, to be honest. Oh, wow. It's late. I didn't know how dark that was. Wow, okay. I'm going to go ahead and take a nap here. We're going to sleep for the night. Alright, we're going to go ahead and walk over here, drink some water, do that, open this door, and order the sausages, drop those down, no, leave my stress alone, go to the bathroom, take a shower. I should probably just head over here to take a shower. Do that. The pee is going to beat the shower to it, no matter what, because when the pee finishes, the shower is going to have to deal with its wrath. Dang it, it didn't work. Whatever. Okay. Let's see. The only stuff I have on is Nothing, actually. Alright. So since we're gonna be done there, I'm gonna put that there. Grab my gasoline can. So these are the stuff that we're gonna need to get going. Gasoline can, beer case when we get thirsty, sledgehammer, and that's it for that. So we're gonna load all that stuff up. Now we're gonna head over to the tractor, and this is another bye-bye to our tractor, as well as we need to change out our thing we're using to screw in and untighten the bolts to a screwdriver. You know what? Will you come earlier if I drop this spear inside your house? Knock on the door. If he doesn't answer, congrats, bud. You got an extra bottle of booze that you don't need. Because I don't want that, to be honest. I really don't want that. It's useless, pretty much, unless you just want to get literally upside down drunk to where you pass out. Unless you want that, you shouldn't have that. Because I think drinking 2 of those can cause you to pass out. So I should start saving up those and just have 2 out at any moment. Just have 2 out of my, I don't know, vehicle, or out of my vehicle at any moment to drink, just in case. You know, we need to get home real quick in case, you know, there's a fire in the house. And recover as much as I can. Not gonna lie, the beep of that house fire is traumatizing. It keeps beeping, beeping, and beeping. Just like it never stops. It never stops beeping. It's like really, really annoying, and it's terrifying. So, the only reason why it's annoying is because your smoke alarm's going off. And because your smoke alarm goes off, it's just like beep, 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 beep. You're dead, yeah, until your house is literally not on fire anymore. And it's the most annoying thing ever. We have to place these strategically. I'm gonna drink one of these at the start of the day. Which you should never do, because it'll give you madness. It will make you feel terrible. Drinking beer in the morning makes you feel like crap. If you have it with an omelet, though, it's not that great either. There we go. Close the door. Bye-bye house for a little bit. We're gonna head over to Frateri's and around our regular route. This house has seen me go this place. This one route so many times, I bet it's like almost tired of it. I'm not going to do much of a commentary because same with this, it's kind of loud. I'm only going to name when there's turns. Enjoy the music. Are you kidding me? That happens every once in a while. It's freaking annoying. If I meet up with those in my like Satsuma, the one that can get, I'll be so frustrated. So we need to take a left up here on the train tracks. Go straight to my intersection. I'm gonna jam out to the song a little bit. Train came through. Tried using the hand throttle. A little further. I like this song. Pretty upbeat. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust myself. And there's also invisible walls like that where they're there for a second, but if you back up, they're gone. Those are the most annoying where you have to back up. Once I get super straight here. There's the Gary's place up here. Passing latte. Okay, since we're out of vehicle, I'm gonna talk for the small bit of time we have in the quiet. So, it's like having the music off. It's nice having the music on for a little bit in this piece of we got our GT parts. I have to head to the haunted houses rapidly. Now this is the one time when I go into this haunted house that I want music during the haunted house. I absolutely hate it. Just the pure quiet of it. I've never been here at night, so when I get farther in the game, when I do get further in the game and we have nothing else to do, I'm gonna head here during the night to test it out and see how it's like. I don't want to put anything back in the car, so I'm trying to strategically place some of this stuff, so I don't have to deal with this massive where it shoots it out of the car like this. This dumb freaking sledgehammer doesn't have bank powers. There we go. Oh my god, that finally went in. That kind of went in nice, to be honest. There we go. We still got a little bit of music. Probably could have been the dumbest music to put in this scenario. That scared the heck out of me hearing out wah. It sounded like a wolf. I hate it when you go down the stairs that like there's a It's not like there's a chance of them like following me, but it ticks me off so much. It's like it makes me so paranoid that they're gonna like follow you out the door. But they stay in that area, I think. I don't know what the radius is for them knowing you're there, but it can't be that big. Because I would like right next to it at times, not knowing what I was doing. One time I actually went there. I hadn't built the engine yet. I was a noob, and this was back in 2018. But I think that was right after I started my YouTube channel. I can't quite remember, but and I had walked up there, and I was like, "Ooh, what's this little nest up here? I wonder if it can give me something." Because I thought it was like a story game at the start. This ain't no story game. It's not like a roleplay game either. Don't ask me how that door got all the way over there, but it did. I thought it was a story game for some reason, where it's just like, what if I hit this? It would be like a episode, like a drama story game, but no, they just buzzed over and killed me. It stopped. There's no doubt about that one. Story. I got slammed into by the green car that comes ripping through here. So we're on our way to that old abandoned house. We're beating 3,000 or so. 4,000 RPM, I think. I knew you were going down that hill. They won't do that on this one. It almost makes it to 2,500. I don't know what just happened to my knee, but 2,000 right there, dropping down. Oh, this is gonna shoot it back up. Here you go. Look at that RPM. 2,500. I learned when I was like just about a month and a half ago that they actually have speedometers in increments of 100. So I've seen that in a few big old trucks, like triggers, 18 dump trucks. This is going to be pushing 4,000. Oh, it went over the 0 mark. The only way that you can have 0 RPM. Oh, are you kidding me? The only way you can have 0 RPM. I'm going to turn this music down. It's getting a bit annoying. Get me back up the hill. Sometimes first gear and low gears, supposedly they're on a bike, they help you go up hills easier, but or at least steep ones. And in this tractor, high gear means more speed. More speed means apparently you can make it up hills easier. If you have more momentum going, yeah. can with anything. I can feel that. I think it's just right up there that, yep, there's my road. There we go. I sometimes struggle. That was the dumbest statement I've ever made on YouTube. We all struggle sometimes. This is one of my slower runs. I think it'll be pretty late when I make it home. Please stop rolling. Please stop rolling. Please stop rolling. You're going to wake the wasps. Why? How did it wake the wasps? There we go. Ooh, that's pretty long. Oh, there we go. Alright. You just need to back this thing up now. Why did that just happen? Oh, this isn't going that easy at all. I'm gunning it. Come on. Oh, I'm turning as hard as I can. How come it's so easy to turn in these things, but then all of a sudden it's like really hard to, I mean, it's really easy to reverse when you're in regular stuff, but it's like very glitchy when you're starting off to reverse when you're towing a car. It doesn't make sense to me. It should be the exact same, it's just a little bit slower. I've learned that it doesn't take 2 minutes to do that, but I'll wait for as long as I feel like we need to wait. It's straightening itself out. This is meaning it's going to be kind of hard. I don't know what time it is. Oh, there's a big old boat. Sick. This is pulling out real easy. I'll keep backing. Oh, guys, don't worry. He's gonna... Hopefully he doesn't curse too much, because I like keeping this channel a family-friendly channel, but sometimes the videos, they suck. So if you are a small child, you've watched long enough. If you skip to the part in the video where you see me building the rest of the car. Because this isn't necessarily good for small children to watch after this man starts cursing. Oh, by the way, I've got the middle finger button and the other. Well, there you go. That wasn't much of a curse word, but I'm not going to encourage him. And yee. I think that is one feature they should remove. They should add like a kid-friendly version where there's still like mean people and the people curse, but they have to learn. They have to learn in life. But just like not saying, hey, if you want to be cool, curse, because everybody else does. It's middle of the day. We'll make it. We'll make it there if we don't die. And we'll probably do a $20 bet with this dude that's inside that. He said the same thing twice. And there's a button to curse. We're not going to be hitting that button at all today. So the last thing we need to grab is just sledgehammer. Then this truck is gone for a little while. Out of the series for a bit. Been good. Anyway. What? It closed back up. Wasps are gone as usual. There we go. Are you kidding? Actually, we're gonna kill the ignition for now and pop open the window so I can throw my beer out of it. Pixel by pixel. Alright. Let's get moving, bud. Let's get out of this Casey's joint, Pete. I don't have that good of a view. I like to be closer to the steering wheel, but depth perception doesn't matter too much. They say be in a high gear, but one time I was in first gear all the way through because I didn't know how to shift that well, at least. Yes, I did get that vehicle at the start, this vehicle at the start, and then I forgot about it. I didn't know how to shift, so I gunned it first gear through. I guess maybe they changed the fuel consumption, and that's why they changed the fuel consumption, and that's why it's. But I do see this car does consume fuel quite fast. And children, also don't go fast across roads because that's what hurts you. It makes you not feel good. I kind of want to go pretty slow, like a solid 40 at max, but that would put me in first gear, so I'm going to go about 60. I kind of want to download a mod where it's an automatic transmission, but I know that's possible, except you can't shift down with the auto transmission. So, you can't shift down with the auto transmission. So yeah, if you're Jerry out there, that tiny little kid or something, Jerry, you're 5, leave. If there's a 5-year-old Jerry out there, I apologize for maybe freaking you out, but I had nothing else to say. What else can I say? Alright. We're gonna go ahead and slow down here. Dang it, my car. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and hold up. I don't think there's a parking brake. Legitimately, I do not think there's a parking brake. Anyway, we made it here, so this is good. Now we just gotta buy my stuff and then head home. Okay. got my now. Oh,
Mitä helvettiä?
I think a current amount of extra money over 3,000 that I have right now that my uncle gave me is just enough to pay for fuel. Last time I checked, it was like $111. Pay for the car's fuel, but last time I checked, I didn't know how much it was to pay for the full, the starting can of gas's fuel. Because I know it starts with a little gasoline in this jerry can.
Vittujen vittu.
So it was something like 86 more kind of felt that. So don't know how much it's going to be to fill this. This is definitely taking a lot longer. This is my first successful journey in a while.
Satana.
How much was it in total? 222 markup. That's not bad. Oh, how much worse that could be. Wow.
No esto möllykkää sinullekin.
Nice. I'm gonna buy 3 of those. There we go. Buy a lot of sausages. Buy some pizza.
Voi, tuossa mä en oo pillaa tuo maidot kuoppiin. Ei nää kesämökkiläiset, kun ne ostaa pelkästään makkaraa ja kaljaa.
Okay, some milk.
Villatukakin ja muut tuotteet. Ei niillä kelpoa.
Equivalent, 3 of these.
Maito on jo
Alternator
puhtaa
belt,
nykyään.
2 spray cans, 1 of these, 1 of these. Oil filter, spark plugs. And I think that's it. Yep, that'll be it. Okay. First, we're gonna take the shopping
Joo,
bag.
mennään tuolla. Morjes. Vittu.
I am glad we did get. Oh, by the way, guys, since don't smoke in real life, but since we did get the cigarettes, we can get him to stop swearing. So, children, you can come back now. Wait. But dang it, we can't use the cigarettes yet because the bag's freaking full. And I don't want to have to wait for the cigarettes to be all the way out, so we're just going to have to deal with that till we get home. I made sure to leave one sausage, 1 milk, and plenty of sugar because I don't need sugar much right now, for Grandma. Because, you know, her little thing, we can go ahead and
Voi saatana.
take the stuff to her and just chill. Do that stuff. Alright. Hey, Tamo, thank you for your, thanks for being okay with, you know, me just hanging out. And thanks for letting me buy her stuff. Tamo just seems to have a bit of a sour expression towards me, but that's alright. He has the right to have that. In other save files, I've broken his windows so many times, I completely understand at this point if he's mad at me. I've broken them so many times, it's at this point just ridiculous. Okay. Get in my car. Oh, okay. Farther towards the front of my car, maybe. Get farther towards the front of my car. Sledgehammer, you can just move. There we go. Alright, car's full. Got our case of beer right here. Don't drink and drive, kids, but I might have one for that good hard work. I'll have one about halfway through the drive when I actually feel thirsty. Alright, gonna do that. Door, please close. Dang it, this always stalls sometimes. Maybe we need to go a little bit easier on the gas. Now it's hard. We got it. Thank God, we're finally going home. Jeez. That was hard. Harder than I thought, at least. There we go. We're on my way home in third gear, just barely popping over 80, just chilling. Don't want to go any faster than this, because I like it. Not going too fast, but now since I've got my stuff, I can take a leisurely drive, just chill. In real life, wash your hands, stay at home. During this crisis, also known as, food. Well, you know what? This video ain't gonna get monetized anyway. COVID-19, coronavirus. Hopefully, it doesn't get taken down. Dang, that thing's fast. Anyway, COVID-19. Stay home. Wash your hands. Do what you're supposed to do. Do what regulation, government, stuff says you're supposed to do. Because there's no way that this virus can transmit if you stay home. There's absolutely no way. So if you're wondering why this virus is transmitting, there's people going outside of their house and buying snowballs. And because they're doing that, that's the only reason that the virus is transmitting. I was in a Zoom meeting another day, a couple days ago, and there was a person, they had a snowball, and I'm like, are you kidding? How did you get that? You're supposed to be at home. We haven't met up at one police checkpoint yet any game. I've had this game for almost 3 years now, and I haven't met up with one police checkpoint ever. We're just on our drive home. This car isn't too loud, so that's what I like about it. It's got like a purring sound when you let off the gas. We'll let off a little bit because there's not much of a corner on the highway, but it's right here. I don't want to go any faster in case I get out of control and start sliding. Because it's really easy to do that in this game. So it's really easy to spin out of control in a car in this game. That's how I've died so many times. I think I have everything in the back so far. I'm not going to look back because I know there's so many cars coming. Okay, we got it. Behind us, the rear view mirror works. I just don't feel like using it. I may have left a mark on that road back there. I heard some little bit of screeching. It was like, oh. the slightest bit, but screeching. I think I pulled a little bit of a not a reverse burnout. It's not a reverse burnout. What is it called if you stop so fast? I kind of skidded a little bit back there on the asphalt there, so pretty nice. That corner, I've gotten killed by that corner so many times. I can't even. This is one of my best runs ever, besides the run where I actually ended up finishing it. But these corners that are all around here, these are the ones that get me killed so many times. Not the straights. But I bet I was going faster than some of the people on the highway there because I was in the top. Highest I could in third gear on 120 kilos an hour, which I think is 137 to 199 is 60 mile an hour. So if we take that, then I take a guess that I was going about 80 down that highway. How come there's only chainsaws, birds chirping by? Well, there's always birds chirping, but how come there's only chainsaws by my house? I get it, I live in the forest, but you don't need to cut it down. Planted 20 million trees for a reason. But Sweden and Finland, we plant the most trees. Even though in 1995 they were still cutting them down like crazy, and then they realized, oh crap, we're pretty much just killing ourselves. We need these trees. I mean, we need them to make paper, books, knowledge, homes, all sorts of different things, but we also need them to, breathe. It helps circulate air and it helps clean the air quite a bit. It's one of our main things that help clean the air. So it's I just don't get it how, there's trees over next to Lape, ain't there? I didn't hear chainsaws over next to Lape. I didn't hear chainsaws in Lape, so why should there be chainsaws here? There we go. I'm gonna do that. Drink one of these. Go. Did I make that in there? I don't know. I think I made that in there. I made it in there. There's no other. Oh, that's it. Never mind. I thought I made that in there. I could have probably clickbaited that and made that really cool, but I don't clickbait. I'm not that kind of person. If I find something cool, I'll show something cool. I'll show that exact thing as well. Having everything and have $1,500, that's pretty good. So, what have I got here? Okay, we've got our GT steering wheel right here. We're gonna put that steering wheel right there, and then we're gonna set my GT rocker cover. Where is my GT rocker cover? I'd like it because I need that for my Subaru GT achievement. But I might not have it. I really hope I have it. Did I not get it when I switched vehicles? No, I'd had to. Did I? I don't know. I'm starting to get worried because I don't see it in here. Okay. The rocker cover's hard to see anyway. Plus, I can actually always get a different rocker cover. That's a thing. Buying a different rocker cover. Okay. Okay. Alright. Grandma? Milk, sugar, and sausages. Okay, I can do that. Because it stops. Huh? Oh, that sound stopped. That's odd. Yeah. There we go. Anyway, this is good. We got all of our parts for our GT Racing steering wheel, but we did lose our rocker cover. That's alright. I think anyway we can actually go back and buy that. Go back and get that. Alright, first time we're gonna be turning on the lights inside my house this time. We got our gasoline can. That's nice. I just noticed it's been open the whole time. Honestly, if that had actually been open that in real life, that would have spelled it completely out. But it hasn't, because the game's not quite as sharp on physics as you might think. And likely, there's a good chance that you might not think it's that sharp on physics in the first place. Excuse me. I got my one spray can, so if I screw up spray painting that thing, like if I spray paint too much in one thing, it'll like mess it up. So I'm gonna put this beer case inside on this table, and we're gonna go get my So there is one good thing. Since Grandma's call came in so early, since we already have our car and we still left that stuff there, we'll be okay. So that'll be kind of nice. I don't like having all these empty bottles lying around my property. So it just doesn't look nice when you don't have them lying all around your property. It looks alright. There's a garbage barrel full of them. That's okay, because garbage barrels are meant for garbage. There we go. So next we just gotta go inside. There's still gonna be a few different things inside here that we're gonna need to get rid of. So E for sausage, macaroni. I'm gonna have a pile of car parts over here. Pizza, brake fluid, milk. Actually, I'm gonna move that shopping bag over there. Pick up this sausage. Let's open this up. Pick up the spray can. There should be 3 more brake fluid / clutch fluid stuff. It's got many different names, but macaroni, Spark plugs. Spark plugs are right there. Macaroni, sausages, macaroni. Got my special oil filter. Might as well have just bought that since I have so much money left. Milk, macaroni, more macaroni. I did buy 2 spray cans. I remembered apparently that if I screwed up spray painting, I'd be okay. I'm just gonna open everything up as of right now. Why is this happening? How much did I buy? Well, my hunger's gone because I ate a pizza. Okay, so finally, I have all of the stuff. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm not going to take the time to organize my fridge. I have so much stuff. I'm going to just drop it in there. I think if you buy a bunch of sausages and then just leave the stuff for grandma, that's the best method, because... Oh, yeah. Grab that. Put all the cigarettes over here. Grab the brake fluid for over here. And put all the food in the fridge. Okay, so, pizza. What laws of physics just made that happen? Like, the laws of physics of gravity is not a thing anymore? Like, what? I can officially speak curse words and finish. Don't know if that's not that good of a trait, but I mean, it's something. Curse words and finish. Heard them so many times. Throw the milk in the bottom. I'm going to have a little bit of order, not between the sausages and the macaroni, but I'm going to have all the milk in one row. Dang, I'm trying to... Ooh, I get a cramp in my back. Back cramp thingy, because I've been a little bit. I don't have any back support right now. Like that. I'm supporting my back. I'm kind of leaning forward quite a bit. My car's freaking out again, but don't worry about all that sound. I'll go fix that when I get outside. I got 200 last time, but I didn't even have 1,400 bucks. I guess I had $1,101 before my bills, so honestly, I'll likely have something around, I don't know, $1,101 after my bills. Cause that's the reason why all my lights were turning off, is because my bills weren't paid. And funny enough, when you don't pay your bills, they actually shut you down, so you can't. They cut off power to your house. no power works. So you have your house, but it doesn't have any power to it. In real life, they'll actually do that. Or in some rough companies, I don't know this, but I've heard rumors that they'll take your freaking house. Don't know where that is, or probably should have looked farther into that, because that is fascinating, but it's not good at all. I mean, you paid for the house, you know. But it is different. It's odd. It's interesting. I need to grab this. I'm still really stressed. So after I put all this stuff in here, I'm going to go take a shower, go to bed. Because it's getting to be a little bit it's about 4 o'clock out there. It's going to be, you know, late afternoon, starting to become evening. It's almost 5. Dang, I'm supposed to just quit disguising. For that, I would have eat you next. So I would have put those there. There we go. I'm thirsty. Go to the bathroom outside while doing this. Alright. I'm almost finished. Cool. Moral Tuesday. It'll probably be late at night, so in the morning, it'll probably be like really early in the morning if I went to sleep now. So I'm really not that thirsty, but I mean, not that tired. I'm tired. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I could go for a little longer, at least till it's a little evening. And we'll be working on our car from then on. So he will stop cursing now. So. The brake fluid. Why did I do that? I'm gonna need to have this door open anyway. When we get to our alternator belt, which I'm actually gonna pick up right now, I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in the engine, because I can. There we go. My alternator belt's on the engine. Next, I'm going to pick up the spark plug box and then switch out the oil filter. Take out the spark plugs, or put in the spark plugs, and then switch out the old oil filter for a new one. So we're kind of getting a car makeover while we do this. Spark plug. I need a spark plug wrench for this job. One, two, three. Yeah, it's empty. Boom. Oh. There we go. That's 1, 2, 3. I probably should have grabbed a new battery while I was there, but I didn't, because I had better things. I'm gonna go grab the oil filter now. Then out. So I got my oil filter. I'm gonna go ahead and slip this on my engine, and finally I got some nice spark plugs and a good oil filter. I grabbed that just cause I probably should get a good battery as well, but for now I'm alright. I got my spray can. I'm gonna put all the stuff that's for looks and for just the fluids and the sprays down there. Like oil, just the things that aren't parts of the car down there. I mean, they're parts of the car, because they're technically in the car and they help the car perform. But it's like, the humans are parts of the car. There we go. Right there. Alright, we're gonna grab the rest of the stuff that's inside. We just have some brake fluid right after we grab this brake can. And then we're gonna go ahead and go back to the video for this. The engine's almost done, so that's real cool. I like that. The engine's almost done, so we're gonna go ahead and hop inside the house, drink a little bit of water, take a shower, drink a little bit of water there, take a shower, use the restroom while I take a shower. What's good is that there's no bills for water, because they know it would be kind of mean to do no water, because if you have no water, you're likely just going to die. Because, you know, if you have no water, then if you tried to make it to the store, if you had no money, there's no way, you just collapse. You literally collapse, because you can't buy the water bill, nor can you buy beer. So they make sure to supply you with water. Alright, next. Now what do I want to do? I'll see. Oh, yes, I forgot. I need to turn my lights off. Because I like to keep my lights off as much as I can. Because I don't like dealing with that hefty power bill. Alright, now what? Right, back to here, and boom.
The subframe takes 4 10mm bolts.
Already done.
So after you get the subframe in,
Steering
then
wheel.
we're going to lower the engine into the car using the hoist.
Or not.
And once you lower it into the proper position, 3 bolts will appear, and you'll see me screw those in. Those take an 11mm spanner, so get 11.
11mm. I was wondering why they didn't go in. You don't need the hoist for this anymore. You don't. It's dumb as heck, but you actually don't need the hoist, so. We'll drop the engine down there. Lower the jack. Pull the jack out of there. Do that. And get the 11mm. 11. So, we're going to crouch down and grab the block and the tent to match up that. See right there? So once you get it almost in the right position, it'll just pop into place. And then there's one more in the rear. What stinks is that we actually have to attach. If you don't want any dents on the car, which I don't want any dents on the car, you're going to have to attach the exhaust in the outside of the car. I think the worst one is trying to put in the gas tank on the outside of the car. Because, like, that was just bad. That was annoying. Alright.
And then your spanner out ready for when that happens. You just lower it in and you'll see where the engine kind of connects to the frame.
Done.
when I get it in perfectly. And bolts will just appear when they're close enough, and then the whole engine will kind of snap into place when you start tightening one of them, which is what you want.
This isn't
See,
hard
I'm
at
gonna move the
all.
engine a bit to the left, and a bit up, a bit.
You know, you can just, you don't need that.
You can see where I'm trying to line up there. There it goes. So the bolt appeared. You bolt that in, and then it all snaps together. This one was being weird when the hoist was still there. Once you get one in, it's good. Grab the one in the back here, and then I'm going to move the hoist out of the way. So that way I can get the last one. For some reason it wouldn't let me otherwise.
Alright.
Next we're going to finish up the steering. So we're going to put in the steering rack, which takes 4 9mm bolts. Such. Next we'll throw in the steering column. That's what the steering
How many?
wheel attaches to. That takes 2 8mm bolts on the firewall. So
2 8mm bolts. Steering column takes 2 8mm bolts. You know, to think of wiring, it freaks me out. I'm gonna wait for my dad for wiring because he seems to know what he's doing. 2 each one of the bolts. So just on the inside by the firewall. There should be just on either top, bottom, left, or right. There they are, right there. So they're getting close to left and right. There. Come on. Where did I find that on this side? So I found that kind of near the top a little bit, so. They are top, bottom. What? You're freaking me out. Nothing's breaking. Stop. It's annoying at this point. Do you want me to get inside the car? I'll get inside the car. Just please quit making sounds. I can't freaking take it. These sounds give me anxiety. So that's clearly screaming. There's one right there. Where the heck is it? Where is it? It's gotta be tricky for him, too.
you gotta get on the inside of the car and hold that down.
Oh my god. Why didn't I wait for him to finish talking? Stop. The steering column's in the car. My god, I hated that. I absolutely hated that. Alright, next. Wait, yeah.
Next we'll throw on the wishbones, which is what's on the wheels. Of course, make sure you put them on the right side. They are side dependent. They're 2 10mm bolts
Each. So we gotta do the wishbones and then 2 10mm bolts each. Don't know why I just got inside there. So that's our first wishbone. Front left. So 2 10mm bolts each. gotta go get the other one. I hope to finish the suspension, the interior of the car, and get to the point where we're ready to do the wiring today. Although it is kind of a mess to try and complete, you know, like, you know what I mean? It's just tricky.
Each. Now I jacked up the front of the car. You can do that. You don't have to, probably. Next are the spindles. Get your
Spindles.
things
112?
that have the brake calipers on. 112 millimeter bolt.
112. 112 millimeter bolt. Not one. So take 112. Are you kidding? 12. I think it's near the back. Where is it? Apparently it wasn't near the back. Or at least I wanted to have the wheels on and the car like painted or something like that, but it's okay. Although by the end of the day, I think I'll have these chirping birds stuck in my head very rough. It's going to drive me crazy. Alright. It's like vomiting, but worse.
Each on the spindles, and it's kind of near the back of the, like such I'm showing you here. I'd already bolted them in. So there's those. Next are the steering rods. These things. They're kind of annoying to get in. You don't want to tighten these yet. Just put them in. You want to wait until the struts are installed.
Alright, steering rods, front right, front left. Wait for them to be put in. This is front right, right? Like, that's front right. Mm-hmm. Oh! Importance, friend. Yes. I am... Okay, hold on. I'm doing a video right now. Wanna be in it? Yeah. Come on. This is front right. He said he's. Are you kidding me? Is my car gonna have scissor now? I'm gonna put these in wrong. I don't know. That one just went in like immediately. Maybe it's alcohol. Let's see. Are you kidding? Did this really not charge all that time? Please just charge. I can't take it. What in the world is it that could be this important? It got struck by freaking lightning. I got a call during a storm, and it ruined my phone. Did the storm just clear up? It just cleared up. My. Okay. So. Yes, we want to have this way. There we go. Why does it make me jump up in the car?
Before bolting that down. Next, we put the disc brakes on. They have a 14mm bolt. You also don't want to tighten these down, which I am doing. You want to keep these loose until you put the half shafts in.
Okay, so we need to put in the disc brakes now. They don't have they apparently don't have sides that they put designated sides that you're supposed to put them on. They should do that designated sides just for order, honestly, but maybe that's how it is in real life. Just buy a disc brake.
What drives the wheels. So I'm going to end up unbolting those in a second. As you see here. So I gotta unbolt them again. Put the half shaft in. Little finickety. There it goes. And you tighten that back down. And same on the other side. Those half shafts take 14mm bolts. Those are the same ones that are shared by the brake.
He said those half shaft tapes take 14mm bolts. So, in the end, he forgot about the half shafts. So he forgot to bolt them in earlier. So he said those half shafts take 14mm bolts, and then he just left it there. He forgot to correct his mistake. 14. First, put the disc brakes in the car. Okay. See, eventually, he forgot the half shafts. And they apparently don't take 14mm. Because it ain't going in as a 14mm. Oh my god, okay. This looks like a 12 or something like that. Yes, bud, we hear the storm clouds. We know you're there. $11. 10. 9. Oh, they're 9. So they take 9mm bolts, first of all. And second of all, he forgot to put them in. This dude needs to think about what he's doing. Because that's just not, you need to, I get it, you're the one doing this, not me, but like, have your stuff right when you're making videos. I'm doing this right now. I know what I'm doing. I know how to attach like bolts to a car. And that sort of thing. What's happening at the point?
Next are the struts, which are the things that have the springs on.
Struts. 3 8mm. Wait, 310 on the top, 2.8 on the
And
bottom.
after you put those in, there are 4 9mm bolts on the bottom and 3 10mm bolts on the top.
4 9 bottom, 3 10 top. 4 9 bottom, 3 10 top. 4 9 bottom, 3 10 top. 4 9 bottom, 3 10 top. 4 9 bottom, 3 10 top. 4 9 bottom, 4 9 bottom, 3 10 top. I forgot I was saying. 4 9 bottom, 3 10 top. The sizes, maybe? I don't. Oh. Are there 4 on the, yeah, 4 on the bottom that are 9mm and then 10 on the top. 4 9 bottom, 10 on the top. 4 9 bottom, 10 on the top. 4 9 bottom, 10 on the top. 4 9 bottom. 4 9 bottom, 10 on the top. 4 9 bottom and then 10 on the top. Then we can adjust these things, which I don't know what size they take, but looks like they take just like that. Apparently they're 12mm. There's 4 9s on the bottom. 3 10 on the top. Percent isn't gonna be too hard. Holy cow, that scared the heck out of me. Please stop giving me a heart attack. My phone's already destroyed because of a dumb lightning strike. You don't need to keep scaring me. I get it. Storms are bad. You don't need to remind me. Yes, you really do not need to remind me how scary storms are. Oh, she's calling. She be calling. Jalen's back in the video. Yay. She's doing. Okay.
Hi.
Hi. She's doing.
I'm gonna make cookies in like 5 minutes.
Cool.
Usually I FaceTime you whenever I'm like fixing my hair. Cough it now. Or I am like baking something. Or I'm on the couch being a lazy couch potato.
Okay then. I'm being totally productive, making no money but making videos.
No, trust me, I had my friend's shirt on, but my pants are just sweatpants, basically pajama bottoms that I wear.
I'm sorry, I don't know what is the point of this information to me?
And then there's one 12mm bolt with share the steering rod. So here's the top 3 10mm bolts and tightening.
I was trying not to laugh during my Zoom meeting yesterday, John.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because I was like, remember that part where a kid in our class with I don't want to say his name because I mean you're making a video, but
Oh yeah, you can just
the kid that fell off the bed whenever he was getting ready for a Zoom meeting. So
Miles. Oh crap. Okay.
So she picked that kid, and then she picked me, and I was still laughing. So I was like, "Oh no, I gotta clear myself up." So I mean, yeah. You're not talking. You're very focused then.
Because I'm busy. I'm like building a car, Jalen.
Are you making a video?
I'm just doing this.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Look, I've been recording for like almost 2 hours and 30 minutes now. Like, this is I'm doing a new trend and it's called stream style videoing. Really long videos.
I don't think people are gonna watch the whole entire video because that's like more than my time on it.
Like, I know, man. Like, they can like go away, like they can grab popcorn.
I couldn't understand a word that you were just saying. I'm gonna go to class 5B and ask if they wanna get on. I'm gonna go to class 5B. Bye bye.
Dang, okay. I just got left here. And Grace.
Oh well, once again.
Yay.
I wonder if anyone else is joined.
You kidding? Any time that I start to...
Yay! Hi, people. You know, I'm in a friend's group, but then my bottoms are like sweatpants.
I don't know if I should have joined this.
I'm making cookies. Deal with it. If people don't show up, I'm gonna be like, what? Who else? Like, why aren't people answering? Because, like, no one, like, there's nothing to do. That's a lot of butter. That's how much I like it.
Oh my god.
For you. That's a lot of butter. Okay. I'm gonna make cookies because I want to. Later.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys to this because I don't like hearing about butter and things of the and also because I'm doing a video. I can probably call people later.
Wait! What? But you said that you could like FaceTime.
Yeah, I know, but like not like with a bunch of other people. It's overwhelming. I'll call you back later.
So, okay.
I don't know what size.
And the wheel takes 4 13mm bolts each.
4 13mm bolts. 4 13mm bolts each. 4 13mm bolts each. I apologize for all the overwhelmingness. Thank you, Lightning, for lighting up that. Ooh. One more. Or not. I'm gonna go to bed inside. I can't take this out. At a stormy night, my phone's short-circuited twice. My phone short-circuited twice. I can finally go to sleep. For just one day. So in the morning I'm gonna drink some water from the sink. And I remember the reason why this is here. Because this macaroni box refused to cooperate with my rules. I mean, this sausages refused to cooperate with my rules, so they didn't make it. Go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. In the shower. Yeah, we just chillin' like people. Oh, my door didn't look like it closed all the way. That's odd. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and shut these lights off for the day. head back outside just to start this morning. Have one of these before we start working. I really want that wristwatch so bad. So what we need to do right now is we need to attach the rest of that wheel. Go grab a tire. Just to work and chill. I haven't saved in a while, so I should probably save. But I'll do that once I finish with my wheels. Are these all on? That's cool. They're all on. I got all of them apparently. That's good. I don't like working in the dark. That's one thing. It kind of sucks to work in the dark. So I'm gonna finish the rear suspension. It's gonna go climbing. Apparently there's one big, one middle, maybe a 10 and a 12. That looks like a 15. Maybe it is a 14. Maybe there is one that's bigger. Are these a 14? Because these look bigger. They are 14. Wow. Okay. That's surprising. Alright. We're going to grab the floor jack and go take this thing. Come on. We're going to go ahead and take this over to the rear of the car. Or get the rear suspension in. I hate the sounds that this car makes when it gets lifted up. It sucks. It always scares the heck out of me and I don't get it. When it gets worked on, it just sucks. I don't like it at all. I'll go ahead and jump in the car here, actually. I haven't got my key. This was a student so far. Alright, let's head to the rear suspension now. We can get rid of all these Yahoo search results.
Nuts even. Just throw them on the front, and then I'm going to lower the car and then jack up the back. So that's the front done, pretty much.
Got to screw in the one that's in the middle. Keep on sleep.
Got nighttime out, so I turned the lights on the fan. Next are the trailer arms that go on the back here. There are two 12mm bolts each.
What 12mm bolts? What the heck? 12mm bolts each. Rear. This video game, like I said, has made me lose slightly my sense of direction. Please don't be mad at me if I get the directions wrong. Eventually I'll figure it out. Just give me a second. Just to be like, hey, this is the left side, not the right. I'm working on my car a lot here. I went driving for a long time. About 30 or 45 minutes. Okay. We're gonna actually take the spanner kit to the end of the car. I think once we go to Grandma's and do that little job she gave to us, that little extra spare money, we're gonna buy a ratchet set.
Okay. We'll tighten those down, and then the springs go on next, the coil springs.
Those don't have anything attached to them. So I remember that. At least there isn't much to the rear of the car besides that the shock absorbers. That's about Look at how much this card pops up due to this. I guess not. It doesn't pop up much. I thought it did. I could have sworn it did. This is the first video where you guys are actually going to see me do the body panels and all that stuff. But yeah, the shock absorbers, they have some different size bolts, but that's about the worst it's going to get for the rear suspension.
You need to make sure you put these on before you put the shock absorbers on. And they kind of go, you see like that little bump on the trailing arms right there. Kind of go right there. Put those both on, and then you can put the shock absorbers on. Shock absorbers have one 12mm bolt that's in the boot, and two 6mm bolts where it attaches to the trailing arms.
So 2, 6, 112. 112 top, 2, 6 bottom. 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 112, 112 top. Two 6 bottom. This is the worst it gets during our whole entire rear suspension thing. Shock absorbers are the worst. Then we probably stick on the drum brakes and then stick on the wheels. Then he'll start working on the gas tank, that kind of thing. Just chilling with all those parts and then I think that goes in the horse right there. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Cool. That goes right there. That looks odd. They're both going that direction, so. Oh, they just started their chainsaw for today. That's right there.
Put those all on. Next go the drum brakes. Drum brakes take one 14mm bolt each.
One 14mm bolt each, then 13 and a 14. So 14, 14, 14, 14, 13, 14. 13, what? I don't know. These drum brakes are the same as the other ones. They go. Doesn't matter which side you put them on. And there's another drum brakes. These are the other ones up front are disc brakes. 14. Okay, then we put the wheels on. The rear suspension is officially finished almost. Do not damage the car. That may have damaged the underbit of the car. Maybe just a little. Now what sucks is that the jack did indeed slide. The body parts and panels to the car, they go on pretty easy, so it's not that much of a problem putting on the panels. And I wonder if the because last time I was in the game, they didn't let me put on the they ended up not letting me put on. So they ended up not letting me put on the. Oh my gosh! What is happening to my brain? I say something and then I just drift off. Alright, they ended up letting me not put on the hubcaps. So let's see if we can do the hubcaps. This might happen all over again, because it didn't work last time. It doesn't seem like it's working this time either. Yep, the rear left was on the hubcaps. That didn't work. Anyway, what next do they want me to do? They're probably gonna want me to roll up in the car. Starting a fire and getting rid of a bunch of stuff. Aye, putting in all the suspension. Next, I think all we gotta do is attach the exhaust. A couple other things. Just a few empty bottles in there. By the end of this, I want that to be full. Completely full.
Grab these.
What if you pass out while you're in the car?
You put these on, apparently. So grab them. Grab my 14mm spanner. Bolt that in. Bolt the other one in, and then I'm going to throw the back wheel on. I'll raise her up a little bit more.
Stop. What is happening in the background of that video? It's like
a little frustrating to slide off. Especially if you bump those wheels. Throw those on there, and again, they're 4 13mm bolts or nuts on each wheel. So tighten those up, and you'll be good to roll the car around. And you can roll the car. You can push the car with J, pushing on that, and you can push it. So I'm going to push it into the garage.
Yeah, we ain't doing that pushing into the garage thing, so. It sucks.
Easy to get the exhaust and such on.
Yes, it
You want to
is.
be a little careful not to push it into the hole. And also, when you have it just starting over the hole, you don't want to actually fall in the hole because then it's really hard to get out. Just be mindful.
Stand up. Move this thing.
Now we're going to finish up the engine. We'll put the spark plugs in. They do go in a specific spot.
Done.
Each spark plug, but it doesn't say, so you have to guess. Get all those in, and you can tighten them by hand by scrolling the mouse wheel. After that, the battery just goes in, pops in, doesn't need anything, doesn't even need wires. After the battery goes the electronics, which kind of attaches here to the side.
Don't mention
and
wires.
takes 2 8mm bolts there to the side of the body of it.
2 8mm bolts for the electrics. I already have the electrics on the engine, so all I really need to stick in now is the battery. That just pops in there. Then I need 2 8mm. Then get the 8. Grab this banner set. We're actually going to keep it open, but for now, since we got that, we're going to see it actually fits in there, and it'll tighten now. It tightens right into the side. But yeah, the reason why the wires, I'm not happy with them because if you haven't watched my last video in my summer car, I ended up, well, no, that video never went out because it ended up getting really frustrating. I wasn't that happy at all.
Car.
Okay.
Next to the fuel strainer, this thing takes 1 8mm bolt, also attaches in here with the electronics attached.
Okay, fuel strainer. It takes 1 8mm bolt. Attaches near the electronics, so the fuel strainer's down the floor. Then we got the shifter, the gear linkage. There's only a couple things in that car that aren't going to be used for the actual car, or that are in the garage that aren't going to be used for the actual car. There we go. There we go. It's good. I got all the most of the buttons so far.
Two. And just take 1 bolt, screws into the body there.
Mm-hmm.
And a little annoying case for this one.
Okay.
There you go. Next, pretty cool part. Radiator goes on the front. Just take 4 7mm bolts.
4 7 around. 4 7mm bolts around. What stinks is that I forgot that I have to walk back and forth because I refuse to push this thing in the garage because the denting that happens to it. Which reminds me, after we install the radiator and the radiator hoses, we're going to go ahead and save the game. Because not knowing what parts is dented, which I can't identify parts that well. They're on the outside of the car. I bet I can. It's just not knowing sometimes what part is dented. Sometimes I just have to click the whole entire body button, which is $8,000, and that's not happening. I want to make sure I don't mess up the car. So now the car can roll around, and it's got the suspension, so that's nice.
And it's kind of easy just to get up from the outside here. You can also get up from the inside. Next.
Radiator hoses.
So I'm going to get the radiator hoses on there. These are really annoying. And I've cut out a lot of me trying to remember where they went. This long one goes near the bottom. This short, straight one goes up here near the top. And then
Long one, bottom. Okay. And I've been through this multiple times as well, so I know what I'm doing. This should just pop right there. Apparently, I'm just a lot faster than him. This one goes near the back, I think. Maybe it goes... Yeah, it goes near the back. This isn't hard, I know. But I make it hard for myself. But, okay. I think I'm going to probably put the other one in first before I do this, because I can see the other one better. I see where I'm supposed to connect it, though. Right there. And the other one goes near the top, so. But yeah, the curved one goes near the back. Why did I think that went here? Oh, whatever. So those don't have any bolts that connect.
this curved one attaches to that long one near the bottom there. Next, there's an oil filter. Fell off on me for some reason, but you need to stick it on there and you need to make sure you tighten it down by scrolling the wheel all the way. Make sure you tighten it down. Otherwise, I bet your oil will just spill out all over the place. Next goes the clutch master cylinder and the brake master cylinder. These are definitely the most annoying parts for me, or in terms of the lines anyway. So you get those both in there. They both take 9mm and two 8mm bolts.
A 9mm and two 8mm? A 9mm and two 8mm. Where are the other cylinders? I like Dora the Explorer right now. Where are the other? Where's the monkey? Or something like that. Did it say 2 9s or 1 9? I think they're just all 8s. Because from what I can see, they must be all 8s. There's no bolt I can see here that is a 9mm. I think that's doing the job. Or maybe there's a 9mm that's on the inside or something. All I can see are the 2 8s though. I want to check the inside of the car just in case. I don't know. That's where that 9 goes. Back there. I was wondering what he meant by there's a 9. So there is a 9. That's for sure, but I just didn't know where. So now once the seat's connected, I can actually hit the brake and the gas. It won't do anything, but still. I would have taken my time and actually watched what that car was. Could have done that.
You bolt these guys down to the frame, and then you can get the lines. So I grab the clutch line first, and I do it one at a time to make sure I count all the bolts that I screw in. So the clutch line takes 2 7mm bolts.
The clutch line's really easy, and then the brake line is really annoying. 2 7mm. So the clutch line's easy, but the brake line's the hardest. It's really annoying. Alright, the clutch lining is inside the car. Now we gotta go grab the brake lining. This is the most annoying part of the car, in my opinion. The most annoying. It's got like 8 of these. It's really annoying. Honestly, I think this part's kind of satisfying, screwing all of these, though. Slightly satisfying, seeing all of them. Just go to the right places. I usually say the amount and then count them, but definitely wrong. But there is one other bolt inside this engine. There is one other bolt inside here. And there's one bolt in each side. Like somewhere over like in the wheel, pretty much. There it is. That doesn't count towards the 8 though. I think it's 8 that goes in. Ugh, I've forgotten where it goes again. Oh, it's right there. Alright. The clutch lining is done for me, I think. Okay. Oh my god, okay.
So there's one here, and there's one over where it attaches to the engine.
Attaches to the engine. Did I miss that one? I think I missed that one. I don't know. I'm very unsure of this. I didn't miss it! Yay! How many are there?
The clutch. Now the brake lines are annoying. The brake lines take 8 7mm bolts.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure you count them all. There's 1, 2, 3.
That one is no longer there.
There's 4 here. This one doesn't count in the 8. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to mine. Because there is one there is one on every single side. One of those, there's the one on the rear left tire, and then there's one over here as well.
And then there's one at each wheel that you'll need to get. So there is that one that I attached at the front left wheel. There's this one in the back wheel. Goes to the back brake. There's one at the other side, the other wheel. And then there's one up here for this
I get
wheel.
it.
So 4 at each wheel, 8 around the engine. And if you don't get all of these tightened, then when you put the clutch and brake fluid in, it's just going to leak everywhere and you'll have no brakes. Next, I'm going to throw the steering wheel on there. So the 10mm bolt. Pretty easy.
Oh, yes, it's a 10. It's a 10mm bolt. Dash for sticking through the ground. Alright, I have my special GT racing down. It still takes one though. Don't worry, it gets to look a lot better.
And next is the fuel tank, which is easier when you have it over this area.
Stop rubbing it in.
It's pretty large. There's 7 11mm bolts.
It's not that hard, actually. It's easier when you have it over there, but it's alright when you have it just in the regular spot. Alright, so I think I still have a second one here, I think. One sure. Alright. We're just gonna check by looking over there. Nope, I still have my 10 outs. So, the fuel tank, I can just... if I do this, boom. And this goes in pretty... I need glasses. He's at 7-Eleven, not 7-7. What am I thinking? There's a 12mm fuel line, and that is the hardest one out of all of these. That might take me anywhere from a couple minutes to like almost 12 or 15 minutes. Wait, what? That was the weirdest thing I ever said. Wait, 12 or 15? You get what I mean. It's hard to put in. It's just... got the other one? I think the other one's not too far across the cars. I think that's it. You can see from this side better. There should be just 3 little dots. Yep, there it is. So we got it. Now, I think there is one 12mm bolt in this gas line.
4 over here on the rear of the car, and then some more on the near the front of the car over here. And you also see there's that gas line there, which is a 12mm bolt.
I don't see it. The gas line. It's so annoying to try and put in. It is. I got it in once. I say once. It is so hard to put in the car. I don't get why it's so hard. I don't know how it's so hard. It's just very tricky and challenging to put in the car. I know if I go to the outside of the car far enough, it will give me a slight advantage on finding where the gas line is. I think it's right. somewhere. This looks like it would be it. Or maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Hold on a second. Let's see where he throws it in.
You want to make sure you grab that as well. Otherwise, the fuel won't go everywhere.
That connects right in front of the gas tank. This shouldn't be too hard. If I would have known that I connected that easy before, oh my gosh. Is this really this easy? Okay, so the middle, it's right there. Are you kidding? That is so easy. Ugh. If I would have just looked more, I could have been fine.
Next, I'm going to throw the gear stick on. Useful for shifting gears.
Three.
This just takes 3 6mm bolts.
6mm. I knew there was 3 of them. Okay. And then here, the gear linkage is extremely annoying because it's so tedious. I'm just scared that clutch goes in flat. That's how the car is, man. What is wrong? I don't know. There we go. Since we're gonna start working closer today. Okay. Sorry about that. We just had a little bit of a problem with the recording software saying that my recording was full because this video's been so long. I do deeply apologize for how long this video is. Now that I'm apologizing, I feel like it's giving me anxiety. But if you do have the guts to watch this video, good for you. This video is going to be about as long as Gone with the Wind.
That's bolted to the floor, and that's it. It doesn't actually need to be bolted to the linkage at all.
20 minutes. This took him 20. Took me.
So then for the linkage, it's the 5mm spanner. There's 3 bolts that you need to attach. They're all at the engine.
There's 5mm and there's 3 of them. Okay. Spanner is 5mm, and I'll go ahead and grab my gear linkage. Honestly, considering how easy handbrake, I was gonna say, like, what the heck? Oh, I forgot the handbrake's another tricky one to try and put in. Connect it near the rear of the vehicle. That was a bit tricky. 3, 5. And they're just chucking here, I think, or something. Gear linkage, come on. Come on. Here. Gear linkage, correct spot click, key. Here, gear linkage. Oh. Boom. Ah, magic. I think I just forgot that one. Yeah, I didn't put one. They're all... Now, there's one near the bottom of the gearbox. Did I miss those? Or those it? I think those might have been it. Hold on. One. Let's see what he does.
And they're really connected. There's this one up here, and then there's 2 like underneath the engine that you have to get to from down here. But the car was too far forward, so I had to kind of get all up in the engine. And it's like under the engine, where you see the gear linkage there. Right.
One.
They're right there. Easier if you're underneath it.
I got him.
So I'll use my X-ray vision.
This is where he remembers his half shaft problem.
Now I forgot to attach the these are 9mm bolts. I forgot to attach them earlier when I put them in.
Half
These also
shafts?
need to be attached, so make sure you grab those. Next, I'm going to throw the dashboard in there.
Oh, here we go. Starting to get near the start of the interior. That isn't the dashboard. That's the dashboard meter. This is the dashboard. The car looks like a regular car once you actually work on it. Come on. There we go. It actually looks really nice. It's a size 10, I think. This is 10, and then there's actually, I think, one inside this, yeah. There's 2, and one of them's inside that. Close this back up. We're going to do that right up here.
A couple 10mm bolts.
2.
That's pretty obvious. One right there, one right there. And then I'll get the dashboard. But I'm going to throw the meter in first. I want the RPM meter, but you can also choose the clock.
The clock would be useful. In case I like go to the store and then like we can't figure out the time. I don't know if I want the clock or the RPM. I'm gonna put in the clock because the RPM meter isn't here. So, I was kind of doomed. I think this is a size 7. Spanner. 7. I think this is a size 7. I'm pretty sure it's a size 7. Yeah, it is. So we got our dashboard meters in now. And then we eventually, after that, just pop the radio in. Not the dashboard meters, which is cool.
The guide doesn't have what size you need, but I believe it's a 7mm for these.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like it. And then 2 6mm bolts
That attached. Okay. 2 6mm bolts now. So we're gonna go ahead and take this car out. Go. Slap that in there. And then go get the 2 6mm that are just right. So they're somewhere down right in the middle. This is confusing. Seems like in his video, they were so visible. Are they like... They're right there. Are you kidding? And then he waits really long to do. No. I haven't had a beer in a while. I'm sober.
And the radio.
Radio just pops in without impulse. So it's starting to look like a car now, but well, I mean, it did from the start, but like at the start it was like a junkyard car. Now it's like a legitimate car that you could drive if it had this like parts that it needed, the wiring.
Doesn't need any bolts. Next, the headlights, which take 2 7mm bolts.
2 7mm bolts. Great. I still have the 6mm. There's my 7. This is where he starts installing body panels, I think. Next, all he has to do is put the exhaust in. Then the door panels, I think. The only thing that does get really annoying happens to be the fact that I have to run back and forth for my parts, but I think it's worth $8,000. I ran back and forth all day. That might or might not be worth $8,000. I think it is. Okay. Oh, I got it. Yes. That's how much beer we finished this one. Alright. Then he gets in this phenomenon about putting in the rear seats.
See. Then after that, we put the grill on. The grill takes two 6mm bolts.
2 6mm bolts. 2 7. Then there's 2 6 now. Whoop. There's 2 6mm bolts. That fire makes it feel kind of cozy working here. I mean, not completely cozy, but it makes working here at my front yard a lot easier. What's good is now I have all my fluids. Keep that going. Ooh, I forgot to close my door even when that rainstorm came through. So I'm gonna go ahead and close my window there. Because that isn't no good. There we go. Sometimes after an update, I literally okay, now I'm going to seriously make this a point to reset my game. Not reset. That scared the heck out of me. And that was me too. Because we're 3 hours into gameplay. I want to record this as a time lapse. And then just time lapse the video, you know? That would be kind of cool. Because, I don't know how that would look. I guess you could just go into the video and then start sliding. Slider that goes all the way from the start of the video to the end of the video. But there is one thing about this. Okay, it's still Wednesday. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Okay. There's one thing about saving the game, though. It scares the heck out of me. Because one time it said EXE not responding. I said, ignore. It crashed. It didn't save the game.
And then I'm going to just throw the bumpers on. Bumpers each take 2 8mm bolts.
Each take 2 8mm bolts. Don't know what the heck that is. Please leave me alone. I like this desktop. What's happening? There we go. That scared the heck out of me. Alright, the bumpers each take 2 8mm bolts. Bumper front. Boop. Spin them around. And there we go. Then 2 8mm. Right there. And they just, they attach, right over there. For some reason, sometimes they just pop off. Right. Right there. They each take 2 8mm bolts. Okay. So now I need to grab my bumper rear and go ahead and attach this bumper rear. What's good is that we've made it so far in this video without dying once. I am proud of myself for that. Once, since we have most of the body parts on, all we need is attach the fuel tank to, well, not many other things, but quite a few. It's not going to be like, this video's going to be much longer, but like, I'm going to try and finish the car, at least not to the point of wiring, by today. So.
And sometimes they like falling off, so you just want to make sure you get them on.
Yep.
With bolts on.
We got them on.
Otherwise they just sometimes just pop off.
I like how fast and the time lapse this thing
You can
is.
see the car is really taking shape now. There's just a few things left, which is always exciting.
Just a few, apparently.
I'm going to go next with the seats, I believe. So
You can tell he's narrating over this. He's narrating over this. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know. There's nothing wrong with narrating over a long, you know, time-lapse thing. When he edited this, I bet he narrated this. It's like, who can do, like, I bet he spent a lot of time on that. For some reason, I just literally attempted to screw in a size 4 spanner, so think about that for a second. Oh my gosh, what size is it? Just tell me. Ooh.
So each seat, the driver and passenger seat take 9mm bolts for each.
Did I not pick up the 9mm? I picked up the 9, right? 8, 10, yeah, I picked up the 9. I'm just screwing them in at the wrong direction, yeah. These are X-ray vision to deal with this one. X-ray vision. Walk through walls and screaming. Hold on a second. Oh, great. Walk through walls and screaming. Okay. Alright, this is almost the start of one wheel, not one wheel, one seat completed. There we go, one seat is put in. Then he runs through this whole entire montage where he's like throwing parts on just really, really fast. He's got super speed or something. So I wonder if he knows you can't do that in game. I think I'm going to have to end up pushing the car back a little bit, considering how much this thing is going forward. Don't want to push the car forward. The handbrake is going to be another annoying thing to try and put in. I don't think the handbrake's in his car yet. There we go. This is looking like a car now. Not that it didn't, like, for almost an hour now, but...
It's kind of hard to see the real ones. You kind of have to use your X-ray vision. I'll throw both of those in
Quit
there.
stealing my clothes.
And the passenger seat, you can actually click on the seat area, the backrest area, and it'll actually fold the seat down, which is pretty handy. Then I'm going to do the rear seats.
Nope, you're not. You're going to put in the handbrake. This is the handbrake. Yeah, this is the handbrake. He's literally saying, I'm going to put in the rear seats. That's what makes me think he stole this from someone else, but I'm still gonna give him credit because he took the time to narrate over this thing. You know, actually narrate over the whole entire thing. If he narrated over all of it, then good for him. He spent a bunch of time on something that wasn't his video. Well, the handbrake officially works. That's practically the new parking brake. And, alright, get that last one right there. And I don't know what size the connector. It connects to the brake, so I can't remember which.
Actually, I'm going to do the handbrake first.
Yeah,
And
well,
basically,
you know.
4 8mm bolts there on the floor, and 1 5mm bolt where it actually attaches to the back.
Okay, so it was right ahead of the. Okay, so it was right ahead of the fuel line. Now, so we can go back. And we'll just go over to the gas tank here and search all over to see where it attaches to the brakes. So we saw that fuel line. Going straight back. It's leading straight up to that. So I know the gas tank's right there, and that's probably the fuel line. It's right there, so it's gonna be somewhere up here. I don't know, but it's gotta be lined up with that, so. How did I figure this out the first time? I'm struggling. Let me look in the video to see precisely where he was going.
Bolts there on the floor, and 1 5mm bolt where it actually attaches.
Okay, so we saw all the way. Okay, so we should probably go to the outside of the car because we saw that part sticking out. I remember, so we can just attach that right there. All right, this shouldn't be too hard. Okay, I got my 5mm right. No, I had the wrong millimeter, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this so I don't die to death. Anyway. Alrighty. Okay. So now I know kind of where it is now. It's right about there. If this one drink makes me lose this, it doesn't scream anymore. Alright, we got it. Mostly done. Now watch this.
The back of the brakes. Next, I believe I'm going to do the rear seats. Now I'm going to do the exhaust pipe. Exhaust pipe is real annoying. It took me a long time to get it in there. It's 3 7mm bolts. One.
It's just like, I believe I'm going to do the rear seats. Nope, I'm going to do the exhaust pipe apparently. Alrighty. That was awkward. Because if you're like gonna take a video, you can like own that. Like you can own that, right? Because if you're gonna take a video, you might as well own it. Because there's nothing that person's likely later gonna call you out and say, "Hey, this dude stole my footage." So you just shouldn't take it. You should not take footage. It's not good. Just don't. Okay, let's see. Where the heck does it connect? Like, are you kidding? I have to grab. This is the quickest and closest step I can grab this thing. Okay, so that means if I jump in here, I know this connects to the headers that are right over there. Oh, cool. Okay. There we go. We have the 7mm, so we're just going to jump in the engine. And then it's right next to the headers. So, right there. Okay. We're going to do the rear of the car now, because I have a good feeling that it goes right down the rear of the car. But I'm extremely unsure. Where did I set that? I can see that. Okay. See exhaust pipe and it goes up that way. Okay, I found the exhaust pipe, no doubt. I'm gonna go to the other side because I have a good feeling that I have a better chance on this side. Which I will let you the answer, which I think is no. This did give me a better chance. It got that exhaust pipe in. Guys, we are extremely nearing the end. All we have to do is put in the muffler, the gas pipe, and all the body panels, and then we will be completed with this vehicle. Besides the wires that we're going to be putting in.
Back here and 2 passy headers, which is what it's actually.
With the headers.
Next, throw the muffler on. Actually, no, muffler. Just 1 7mm bolt.
1 7mm bolt. Okay, so he listen to that. He's like, wait, nope, yep, wait, yep. We're gonna throw that on. He at least knew that he was gonna throw the muffler on. I think he spent so much time on this that he actually got delirious and he forgot about what he was gonna throw on. Which, that's okay, because, like, I bet you spend a lot of time on this car when you're building it. But, like, to the point where you forget what you're going to put in. It's like, he's doing this so fluently, I bet he cut out some pieces.
Right near the end. The fuel tank pipe, which is what pours the fuel into the tank, doesn't need anything.
Yep, it doesn't need anything. He reached into the engine, and that scared me. Because it scared me into thinking that, hey, this dude's actually going to do something with that. Last time I don't remember that. Alright, next he is, we're gonna probably finally now put in the rear seats. From what I can remember. We finally put in the rear seats, and then we have to deal with the, anyway, we have to deal with the air filter and a couple of the other things. So, alright, I don't know why I was pulling that. There you go.
Which is nice. And then I'm going to put the fenders on.
Well,
Fenders have 5 5mm bolts, and they're kind of annoying to put on. Sometimes they pop off, And they definitely will pop off if you don't have all the bolts on.
5mm bolts. 5mm. So we're gonna run over here, grab my fender left. So mine stayed on when I put mine on. The other one probably isn't gonna get so lucky. So I know there's 3 along the top and 2 along the front, nothing along the back. So we're gonna go ahead and back up and duck down here. So that's the first one. And that's the second one. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get the other fender. Remember, in the end, we're going to be painting all of this, so it's going to look real nice. I did have a sweet spot for red when I saw it. I did like the color red on this car. It's very nice. I'll probably make a separate video from this, saying how to do the wiring of the car. So I won't be doing how to.
Okay, make sure you get all 5. There's 3 along the top, where the hood goes, and then there's 2 near the front, which are they pretty much stick out. There's 1 there, and then there's 1 near the bottom of the wheel. We'll just do the other one as well. 3 along the top. 1 on the front next to the light, and 1 at the bottom near the tire. The door panels. The doors have 4 10mm bolts. For some reason my car's a little banged up, so it's really easy to see them on this side.
4 10mm bolts. I remember these being a little bit tricky to put in. That's why he had a slight bit of an advantage while putting it in. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the 10mm. And come over here, grab the doors. Honestly, it's no surprise to me that his doors are banged up. He pushed his car inside. I didn't. That's why you can't see inside my car from the outside. Oh, great. Okay. I'm gonna turn that over so I can see a little bit. Okay. That was the first one. Okay. Two. This trash barrel is actually really helping me. So I got 3 of them in, but there should be 1 like right about here. Well, there's one right there. Okay. I imagine it would be like right about here. Ah, come on. Oh, great. So I'm going to get the first one on and then open up the door. Because I feel like that would be kind of a good idea. So do the first one and then open up the door. Yes. This is very good. So I got 2 of them to do. I'm going to now I'm going to go to bed. Come on, sleep. It's going to sleep. I hate how long you have to press that button. Can I do this? Apparently I can do that while I'm in bed. There we go. Nice and bright outside. My fatigue is gone. It's gonna be a nice day. What just happened to my fender? Yeah, my fender's literally freaking out. Okay. To be fair, I only did have one equipped. But I'm starting to get kind of frustrated now. I had 3 bolts in. That's the top one. That's the 4th one. Thank you. I finally got that. We only have a few other body panels to put on, like some doors, the boot lid, and yeah, this is going great so far. This is going good. Boom. Okay, my room just shook for some reason. 2. You can kind of see it. Yeah, there's one right there. You can see it through a crack through the door. But it's not as damaged as his. Goes real easy. Alright, we're about done with it. We're getting pretty close. Please stop. I can't take it anymore. Please stop. I can't take it anymore.
Not normally that easy to see. The door doesn't necessarily like opening without the bolting, so it's kind of annoying. You know, just shove your head in there. And then I'll put the boot on. Takes 4 6 millimeters. Also kind of annoying to get to.
Four. We're gonna do 4 6 millimeter. Oh, come on. Boom. Okay. Now all I need to do is attach the hood and air filter. Alright. I think it was 6. Then he does this crazy montage. And he goes really, really fast through these. Like I'll do the rear lights. And I'll do the doors. Really fast. There we go. And he did the rear lights, which I don't think have any bolts. I hope they don't have any.
Next, you can put the lights on the back. They don't require any bolts, and there's
Back panel. Lights on the back panel, rear seats. He just did all of those really, really fast. I guess he got in an editing hurry. You can see my workplace gets a little bit dirty when we start doing the other stuff. when we get this far into the Let's Play, my workplace starts getting a little bit dirty. Okay, let's see. Are you kidding? Let me out. Let me out. Subwoofer panel. Back panel. We don't have any subwoofers. Okay. We're using the back panel now. We gotta get in the back. Okay. This shouldn't be so hard. This literally just simply shouldn't be this hard, but first time I spent a lot of time trying to get it. Now what did he do? Oh, he grabbed some rear seats and what? Yeah, he grabs the rear seats. Okay, going inside. Oh, come on. Oh, well, this little feature right there definitely helped me. Come on. I legitimately think that this rear seat option here is, I think it's optional. There's just more room in your car, and I guess you can sleep. So the weight in this game isn't really that accurate. Seriously, is there only 2 in this? And the rear seats do what?
Rear panel doesn't require any bolts. The rear seat takes a couple of 9mm, and then the hood takes 4 6mm, and it's really hard to see these for some reason, at least for me. So I managed to get 2 of them in, and then I could open the hood.
Oh, bud, they didn't hear it. So stop it. I really hope there's some. I mean, done with that. Stress is lowering. Alright, let's see. Have a couple of those, and then this thing. The hood takes 4 6mm. 4 6mm. So apparently they were hard for him to see. And they are really hard to see. My gosh. I'm gonna do what he did just for an excuse to use the hood lock. Because I'm really excited to use that for the first time in a car that I built by myself. There we go. Well, almost by myself. And then since this is open, this gives me an excuse to put on the air filter. Which is a 7mm bolt, I'm unsure. So we're gonna leave that open for now. I think the bottom one didn't even get screwed in. Oh, apparently it did get screwed in all the way. Please open, please open. We only got a little bit more to do on this.
Handled. And get to the other two easier. But you may have better luck. Once the hood's on, then you can put the air filter on. It just takes 2 6mm bolts. And next I'm going to fill up the fluid.
2 6mm bolts, and then we have to fill up the fluid. Alright. So 2 6mm bolts for the air filter, which we still have. It was weird that I only had a wire nut up at the top that we couldn't put in. So. Since we have our coolant, this one will be a lot easier to. It takes the majority of this 3 bottles of clutch fluid to do the job. These fill up really quick. That's empty already. It's also empty. We gotta do the last one. This is the last one that has a little bit of fluid in it. And the other stuff is just useless. So we're gonna grab the garbage barrel and throw the rest of this stuff in. Actually, gotta move the garbage barrel a little bit over in the corner. As of right now, I'm gonna clean up a little bit. Why can't I open it? Or I can't pick it up. I literally just can't. That is odd as heck. I can't pick it up still. Huh? Go ahead and this one too. Alright, let's see. Next, okay. So all of our clutch fluid is so all of the clutch fluid now is in the car. Next, we just need to put in the oil and the coolant, as well as the gasoline. So first I'm going to grab the coolant. The coolant does go in pretty quick. Actually, no it doesn't apparently. Nothing goes in as quick as that brake fluid and the other stuff. Why can't... Is this... Did they do this just for me to have the coolant rigged? Because I will sue. There we go. I thought they rigged the coolant and it had barely anything in it just for me because last time I had a little bit of trouble with the coolant. Is that it? forgot. Maybe that didn't fill it up. Maybe it was full, I don't know. That's filling up very slow, abnormally slow. Still trying to fill it up. Okay, this stuff is still usable. It would say empty if it was empty. But apparently it is empty. Because it would be working right now. I'm gonna set that down there just in case. We're gonna go ahead and close all this stuff up. Go ahead and get my gasoline, pop it open, run over here, open up the gasoline can for the first time, do this, grab the gasoline. So this only fills it up about a little bit over a third of the way, but I think that's enough to get us to the store, considering how fuel efficient this vehicle is. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and this here and do the job of painting, I think. I forgot how good this looks. Just painting the fenders. Painting the other fender that goes over all the way over the top of the car for some reason. Oh, dang. Okay, so it's been a long time since you've actually been able to so this is it's almost done. We're getting extremely close to being done with the whole entire vehicle. But just like I said, we need to just paint the car, and there we go. But I can't wait to have this car ready, have it to a point where it'll just start up and, you know, just fasten the seatbelt, flip the engine on. Just I can't wait for a day where it gets to that point, you know. So we're gonna end off this video by getting our we're gonna end off this video, aka stream vid, by getting our stats up. So I really need to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom first. Okay, we need to run. You can die from bladder burst. You can die from bladder bursts. Start peeing. Oh yeah, so we can't die now. My pee is definitely going to beat my dirtiness. For the one time. Oh, if he end up beating the dirtiness, I'm surprised. They need to hear him and ended up beating the dirtiness. Well, I am surprised. We're gonna eat all the sausages, drink one beer. Kobe. Before Kobe, actually, but I'm actually gonna go to the bathroom outside. So next video, we're probably going to be wiring this Satsuma. Just doing some certain things with this Satsuma. Just chilling, but let's get one last look at this car. We built this in one video. We built the whole entire car, even if the video was a few hours long, which I do apologize about. But we built all of this. We built absolutely everything about the car, pretty much. Not quite everything, but well, pretty much most of the car. So I'm gonna end off the video by doing my outro. I'm surprised. This video was, I don't know how many hours long. I do apologize deeply for it being so long. But yeah, this is scaring the crap out of me right now. Okay, we're good. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more of my some car 4 hours long video. Pretty cool. Anyway, guys, this has been Lamborghini. I will see you in the next video. See ya!